he completely trusts us in making sure we are doing everything we can, short term and long term, to ensure return to success and continuous success. And it's a bit like for Tom's question earlier about the package. We look at the result on the track. That's the only thing that matters, and hopefully those results will improve rapidly.
Well, Laurent is a great guy, lovely man, a good leader, but there's no escaping the fact that Max Verstappen has had just one podium all season. That was in Canada. I mean, what do you think he's going to do? Do you think he'll leave?
I don't know.
Do you think he should leave?
I don't think he knows what he wants to do. Yeah, I think it's quite simple. Max Verstappen exists to win. Max Verstappen is in the sport to fight for world championships and be world champion. It's not a guarantee that you're going to get the best car, or he has to have the best car, but he wants to have a car that allows him to fight for the championship. He hasn't had that this year, as you say, only one podium. So that's where all of the rumors come from, right? If they can improve the package, they've got a huge update here. He looked actually pretty good in the limited running he had in that session. And if they can deliver a car that allows him to fight for the championship next year, the signs are, if he can win, by giving him the signs that he can win races this year, he will stay. If they drop to the fourth best car, Max Verstappen is going to be hunting. And guess what? Every team on this grid will be lucky to have him.
Well, we gather that the team owners are here this weekend to discuss his future. So does it come down to the performance this weekend? If he has a good showing this weekend, does it buy the team time to hang on to him?
I think someone of Max's stature is not pinning it on one weekend. He is looking at the progression of the team. How much faith does he have in Laurent Mackey's and the background team? There's been a lot of changes of Red Bull over the last few months, over the last year or so. So does he have faith that it's going in the right direction? That's what will come down to Max. And like Corinne says, Max just wants to be in a fast car. So if he thinks that's coming, he will wait.
GP Lambiase going to McLaren. That's, well, you might think that might be a telltale sign as to Max's future. OK, let's head down to Ted now. He's at Ferrari. What do you got for us, Ted?
Thank you very much, Natalie. I'm still soaking up the feel-good atmosphere at Ferrari after Lewis Hamilton's win. There is his engineer, Carlo Santi. That's the man who joined Hamilton on the podium in Barcelona. And of course, this team is the most storied, the most successful of all time in Formula One history. But you get the feeling down here that victory of Hamilton meant more than most in terms of wins that Ferrari have notched up in their amazing history. Now, I can confirm that they have fitted the new power unit that's taken advantage of some of their power unit upgrade opportunity tokens this morning. So they've already run the new power unit with all of the bits of it. So that's the internal combustion engine, the turbocharger, the battery, the motor generator unit, kinetic, and all of the bits, both on Hamilton's car and on Charles Leclerc's car. And it's run very well. You see Fred Vasseur at the back of the garage. He and Hamilton and Charles Leclerc have been downplaying the impact of that new engine slightly. They've said it's a good step, but it's not the final thing. We're expecting a new turbo and the really big engine step to come maybe just before or just after the summer break around the Belgian-Hungarian Grand Prix time. But for now, all going well. They might reflect that what worked for them, Natalie, very well in Barcelona, controlling the tyre temperatures, particularly on the rear, maybe that will be the most important thing for this weekend, rather than the engine.
Great stuff. Thank you, Ted. OK, break now, after which we'll have the second hour of practice here at the Red Bull Ring. Don't go anywhere.
You'll have to stop for more fuel before the race is over.
Everyone's family vacation started with Expedia.
The estimated SOS is 1,474.
Dad knew
We expect to be fighting for the podium.
They did need peace and quiet. And lots of space. So they planned their flights, car, and vacation home all in one place. Great, right? Nice job, Dad. Expedia, the one place you go to go places.
A part is never just a part. It has to be designed.
5 cars left the grid.
Tested. Again, again, and again. Until the lights go out. Baja is a torture test. pushing every element of the Raptor's performance. If it can survive that, it can handle just about anything.
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid. You have 2 additional sets
What
of
would you
tyres
like
for
to
this
taste
race.
today?
Be smooth and have a good run.
Sweet vanilla. It's so rich.
What else?
How about Molozio? Smooth and balanced.
What else?
What about an iced double espresso? Cool and refreshing.
Do it. George? What else?
It's my line.
New Virtual Up. Every coffee, a new world. Nespresso. What else?
At RBC Wealth Management, we know you have ideas for your future. Ideas that can have you taking more time off. Or putting more time in. They could mean more peace and quiet. Or more fun and games. Ideas you can drive? Or that drive you.
Green flag, next time by. Line up on the outside. Pit road is closed. Catch stop 6 cars.
Access to the largest global airport lounge network. Dining benefits at over 10,000 US restaurants. And exclusive access to unique experiences worldwide. For a life like no other, you need a car like no other. There's nothing like flying. Amex is the official payments partner of Formula One.
Get ready, going green. 8 cars leaving. Green, green, green. Got one inside. Clear inside. Got one inside. Still there. On top. Stay high. Stay right there. You're in the middle, 3 wide. Hold your line. Got one outside. Still there. 3 wide, your feet. Hold your line. Got one outside. Still there. 3 wide, your feet. Clear outside. Still there. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Bringing in the tri-oval.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Pit road is closed. Pass about 16 car. Catch stop 9 car.
Hey guys, I gotta slow down. I guess let the pace car catch up. Fuck, I was going up for the wreck in front of me.
Very good afternoon to you. Welcome along to FP2 here in Spielberg, home of the Red Bull Ring and the home this weekend of Round 8 of the Formula One World Championship in 2026. And we rise 678 metres above sea level to tackle this 2.68 mile circuit. There are only 10 corners, which 3
The car looks fine. No damage to report.
No. And is fast and is furious throughout this lap. Last year's pole time, Lando Norris, 103.9. So the second lap of all time underneath 64 seconds here. Max Verstappen has the most wins and the most poles as well. 4 on the Austrian Grand Prix and 1 in the Styrian Grand Prix. And he did the poles on the
Pit road is now open.
in the Pirelli range. C4 is the medium, C3 is the hard. The hard was rather left alone during free practice 1, which intimates to me that it could be the favoured race tyre by the teams. It's a gorgeous sight. It is a staggeringly hot day here in this part of Europe, as I'm sure it is back home in the UK and the Republic of Ireland as well. 32 degrees just under the air temperature. Track temperature has dropped by a couple of degrees since FP1, but it's still hovering around 48 degrees. Jamie Chadwick, we have aircon in the commentary box. And I don't know about you, but I'm so glad I'm not trying to keep these tyres cool out there for the next hour.
I was going to say I'm very grateful for the aircon, but yeah,
Catch up,
it's 32 degrees to be honest. It's super hot out there. It's
Pit road is closed.
It's just going to add to the challenge of this weekend. I think this circuit, although as we said, only really 7 corners, still very tough. It seems even tougher this year to keep the tyres in a good window temperature-wise. So yeah, it's going to be a challenge for all the drivers out there.
Yeah, it's a bit of sliding around. As there should be. We've lost a bit of downforce since we were last here in Spielberg, so if you can stop the car sliding around, you're not going to reduce that thermal deg, which makes the tyres feel pumped.
Exactly, but then there's the thermal deg across the surface, then there's the core temperature. It's getting everything in a sweet spot, and this year it seems even more challenging to do that. So not a sprint weekend, they've got more practice time now. Most of the teams that didn't have reliability issues got a good amount of running, a good idea of what they've got. But last year, I mean, we saw a one-stop work. Is that realistic this year? They're all going to try and find that out now.
We shall see. There was Kimi Antonelli fastest in FP1. This is Charlotte Ware, one of 6 drivers who sat out FP1 and who returned for this session. But Ted Kravitz, it wasn't so much where we ended up at the end of the first 60 minutes that captured our attention. It's where we started, and for some, actually where we started was a bit of an issue.
Hello, Crofty. Yes, hello, Jamie. Hello, everyone. Strangest things just happened. I was just thinking some flowery introduction about how, you know, we're at home to the Red Bull ring. You know, it's their circuit because it's on every side. When Giampiero Lambiase, the soon-to-be, well, maybe not soon-to-be, McLaren director of racing, but still now Red Bull Racing director, head of engineering, director of race operations, came out of the pit box here and started looking at this line put down by the Formula 2 team and sort of looked at it in a kind of cross way. Crofty. So I don't know whether he thinks that it's going to affect Red Bull's getaway from their pit box, which is over there. But hey, such are the small margins that these teams work under. A lot of questions to Laura McKees, as you would have seen in the pre-show in the break.
Green flag, next time by. Line up on the inside. Catch up.
Some of those questions are about Paul Monaghan and AC McLaren years ago, and now Red Bull. Still wearing that little sweat bumper underneath the Red Bull shirt, the white underneath. Good tip there from Pedals. Known as Pedals, it's one of his jobs at McLaren. It's designing and redesigning Gerhard Berger's pedals. But unlike the Austrian superstar Gerhard Berger, who won for 3 different teams, didn't he? So far, Max Verstappen has only won for 2 different teams for Red Bull. No, sorry, for 1 different team. What, for 1 team, hasn't he? I thought he won for Toro Rosso, didn't he? Sebastian Vettel. It's Red Bull Racing. And so Laura McKees, the other questions he had was, is that going to stay? Is Max Verstappen going to continue hopefully winning races for Red Bull Racing, or is he going to go to McLaren, as some press reports have suggested? Straight back from McKees, simply said, if we make the car quicker, then Max will stay. These questions will disappear. But crucially, Crofty, I thought the timeline was interesting. He put an emphasis on this upgrade this weekend that will prove whether this car is getting quicker or not.
Yes, a lot has been upgraded on that Red Bull car. We'll talk about that in a little while. Paul Monaghan attracting attention from up and down the paddock, as this man does whenever he appears at a Formula 1 track. So Dan Norris is here as a guest of Aston Martin, which of course was said last team in Formula 1. Yeah, where is Paul Monaghan going? Cadillac is the fancied choice on that one. If you listen to rumours and you go and talk to people, could well be he is heading into a more senior engineering role.
Get ready, go green.
Oh, gear check.
Pace cars in. Green, green, green. Rewind your feet. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line. Got one outside. Still there. Still there. Clear. The car in C25. Just at the top of the glass. 13.524. Got one outside. Stay on the bottom. Keep low. Keep to the bottom. Stay on the bottom. Clear outside. 70 box left position. Got one inside. 5. Still there. Stay high. Clear. The car in C23. Just hit the top of the glass. 52. Holding. Gate 3. 1. Inside. Stay right there. Got one outside. Keep low. Stay on the bottom. Clear outside. Got one outside. Still there. Stay low. Clear. 70 passes left position. Deleted. Did a 49. 49. Got one outside. Stay low. Braking in turn. 1. Still there. Braking in turn. 1. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Braking in turn. 2. Braking in turn. 2. Line up single file. Braking in turn. 2. Pit road is closed. Left up 18. Car by.
Good job, boys. Battery combo, which is about 4 grams, I think, 1 kilo lighter than it was. Which might not sound like a lot, but it is.
It adds up, and yeah, they're desperately all trying to shave off weight where they can. So that's significant. That's going to be part of everything that they're searching from their power unit. But they also need more performance. I think we've seen that they still have that bit where they're from Mercedes mechanically, and car chassis balance seems to be super strong. So anything they can do to find the performances is exactly what they're doing.
10 car.
They really hard to stop. The chassis is the class on the field. 10 Williams.
Just to pick up what you're saying to Ferrari, I did ask their
Jetstar 16 car.
whether that was true, or whether they would confirm that on the record. The weight loss.
Jetstar 18 car.
Motor generator unit, and the battery, and they wouldn't confirm.
Jetstar 16 car.
So it's true then. Yeah, well, that does tend to be the way in Formula One. They're quick to deny, aren't these teams, if it's not true. So I can't confirm.
Jetstar 18
Take car on the backstretch here, guys. Take car on the backstretch.
Williams, Alex Albon, and yeah, the car wasn't electrically safe for about 30 seconds, but now it is. It's shut down okay, and they have got all the lines attached and trying to figure out what has caused that loss.
Jetstar 18 car.
Going again. One intriguing line I did get from Alex Albon yesterday is that, you know, the curse of the groundhog. Oh yeah, since of course
Pit road is now open.
In Canada, not his problem. We thought that was lifted in Monaco when he scored points. But then, of course, with the unlucky, race in Barcelona, I asked him if the curse of the groundhog was back. He said, I don't know, but he's already taken some steps with his family to.
Hey, Steven, you got some damage up there for sure, bub.
I think he might have adopted some more.
Jetstar 18 car. Jetstar 16 car.
Sorry, but he's already done that, but he wouldn't elaborate on exactly what he's done to try and lift the curse of the groundhog. Our argument.
This road is closed.
With all these mechanical failures, it's excellent. I was going to say it's starting to feel like Groundhog Day.
Jetstar 16 car.
Is it something you need to box on?
I laid out a lot, so I don't know what's going on.
So is seat position too low?
Yeah, it's the angle, I think.
What are you doing?
They tend to have sort of these locator pins where the seat bucket goes. You have the sort of outer shell, which is the extrication bucket, as it's known, so extraction, I should say. So in case the driver has an accident out there, shall I come back to that? Because George Russell
Now that was weird. It was showing me P2, but putting me in P4.
I mean,
I don't know.
are at least readying the car. They're not taking bits off. They're actually tightening
Yo,
bits
25,
up.
you got a mic. I got any damage on my right side.
indicates he won't be far. Alex Albon back on track is good news. Yeah, so where that extraction bucket.
Oh, dude, I don't have my head turned set on this car. Come up a little bit. Come up on my front end so I can see you.
Clearly, it's not been located properly in the chassis. So
Yeah, you got right quarter panel damage, but nothing that's going to hurt you. I don't think it doesn't hurt your brother or nothing.
This is a more
Thank you, sir.
state of address from the mechanics team as Sergio Perez
Colour's fine. No damage to report.
The ECU on Sergio Perez Cadillac, the electronic control unit, after we saw him stop on the track with 2 minutes to go in that first session. He was complaining throughout the session about so Bottas here. Go on board with him. Sergio was complaining that he was losing power and then gaining power, losing power, gaining power. People are not very comfortable, Jane, are they, in those cars?
I'm trying to think what's going on. Valtteri now just saying that he's got something in his cockpit.
I wonder if it's the cooling. It's something with the cool suit.
Possibly. I mean, the problem with the cockpit is it's
Okay,
only
bud,
the
green
driver
flag,
that
stand
sits
by.
in it
Line
and
up
knows
on the
exactly
outside.
how it's meant to feel. So you saw a mechanic get out the racing balls there. That mechanic can jump in it to do whatever checks is necessary, but they don't know exactly how Max needs to put it. It's for Checo.
I have the same copy that slowly.
I'm going to say that didn't look healthy. It was clunking along quite straight there.
Sergio Perez has stopped on the track at turn 6. If there's anything to do with cooling suits and that, he said yesterday he wasn't actually going to wear the cool suit. There you go.
No, I think Valtteri's thing I was saying was cool too. I think Checo's is quite clearly a bigger problem. I mean, this is a big worry, isn't it? Because they've also had 2 or 3 hours between the sessions to investigate why it stopped.
Change the ECU.
Change the ECU.
That will help.
And they've gone straight back out and had a problem on his outlap. So that is a big worry for the team.
With a new upgrade, a big upgrade package for this weekend, that helped Valtteri Bottas into P13 in the first practice sessions. They were very, very happy with in terms of the performance of that upgrade. So there's marshals, as you can see on the track. We've got the virtual safety car neutralising all the speed. Just to let you know that Lance Stroll, Gabriel Bortoletto, Esteban Ocon, Carlos Sainz, Liam Lawson, Charles Leclerc are all back in after missing FP1. That's probably a sensible decision there by Max, especially if they're up the VSC at the moment to play.
Definitely, there's nothing worse than being uncomfortable. A bit of a question mark as to why that seat isn't in the right place. It might be
Get ready, go green.
It's just being placed in the wrong place. There might be a more conservative but yeah, it's interesting.
Pace cars in.
It's unhealthy, but these new cars, that's the problem, is it's learning a whole new car again. So something that might be easier to put a finger on now is
Green, green, green. The car is the 14th going to get the front of the lap. 49.124. There's the bottom. In the top 10. Good job. Keep digging. Got one outside. Still there. Keep low. Stay low. Still there. Clear outside. Outside. Still there. Stay low. Stay on the bottom. Stay low. Still there. Stop. Got one outside. Still there. Stop.
Holy shit,
Outside.
What are you doing?
Still there. Stay low. Clear. still there. Braking in turn 3. You're up top, pretty wide. We got one inside, still there. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Braking in turn 3. Lot of single file.
That was just
Pit road is
completely
closed. Let's make sure we rejoin safely. Car approaching, stay high. That aero damage is probably slowing you a lot.
Hold
Clear.
the bottom.
Braking in turn
There's
4.
no reason
Left
why I
up,
can't
16
push
car
that 3
by.
wide right
Catch
there.
14 car, catch
Hold the
18
bottom.
car, past 19 car, catch 19
Fucking
car,
can't-
catch
Y'all are
15
wobbling all
car.
over the fucking place. None of you can do that. Fucking amazing.
Left up 14 car by.
14, you are a grade A moron.
Left up 19 car by.
Dude, you that did it. Come from the top all the way down. You finish on through there. The tiger's clear. I was all the way down the bottom on that.
Dude, how fast were you still going when everybody else had come to a stop?
So the car's basically doing the same.
But you wouldn't stop because you went right down there in front.
Do you understand what a yellow flag means?
You know about hold your fucking brake, you idiot.
You were going 4 times faster than anybody else, and everybody else had braked early. And you're like, no, I'm gonna try and shoot you down.
Fucking moron. You came from all the way top of the track and come down in 2 cars, trucks.
The road is now
You went right in front of everybody.
You mean I was slowly weaving through the chaos?
No, you're supposed to hold your brake so after traffic gets through. That's what you do.
I didn't spin.
Yep.
One of the cars just ahead of me that came to a slow pace to not wreck, and you're like, no, put to the floor.
It's really difficult to try.
Listen, dude, if you don't get it, get a tutor, man. Help you, okay? They'll help you.
Exactly where you are, but you know these teams, you know, they do such a good job at with what they're given.
Pit boxing, 5, 3, 2, 1.
To make this car
right here.
as fast as it goes, really.
We can repair most of the damage.
George Russell
Lucky
joining
dog
as well,
coming
so
around the outside.
Mercedes will be happy about that.
Double hurrah. Excellent. And so we just saw the 2 Hasses there. Track temperature at 47 degrees.
This is
weaving around. You came in, we started
It's
talking
like
about
worse than
tyres,
draft
you know,
day.
overheating of that, and obviously
That's it, go. We can repair
it's a
most
bit
of
of
the
a
damage.
contrary track for brakes. I know getting cold here. Is it the same with tyres? Can you lose temperature quite easily?
Yeah, it's one. I'd say it's probably one of the trickiest tracks for tire warm up because it's such a short track, but also it's very hot. So what you want in a tire to make it really work is you want all the temperature, but you don't want any temperature on the surface. But this track is so short that on the outlap you probably just reach optimal temperature in the last corners, but you don't have time to cool down your surface. So no matter what you do, you're always going to have no front end at turn 1. That's just standard Red Bull ring and stuff like that. So yeah, tire warm-up's tricky, and also just, you know, the driving here is tricky, you know, with the tires, you know, there's so many traction zones, and it's so hot today that you know, it's just eating the surface of the tire life.
24 psi, I think it is, front and rear, which seems like a lot for the minimum starting pressures. When do you know as a team what those pressures are going to be, and are they 24 psi on the sim? So how much does that affect a driver?
You can definitely feel the pressures. You can just feel, you know, when the higher the pressure, the more, let's say,
Repairs are almost finished up.
on edge the car feels. So it's kind of like you just kind of drift around a little bit more, which is a bit counterintuitive because you should, you know, with the more tire pressure, you don't want to slide as much because they'll just overheat the tire anymore, even more. So it's a bit tricky.
And when you're heading into turn 1 and you know that you're not going to get the temperature and the grip that you necessarily want, and you're doing what, 185 miles an hour, something like that, into turn 1?
That's it, go.
What do you do? Just like hold your breath and hope for the best, or what?
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta kind of predict what the car's gonna do in a way, and hope you've done
a good warm-up. Hopefully by the time qualifying comes around, you've done enough.
Green flag, next time by. Line up on the inside. Jet stop 20, 1, shot.
Turn 3 was tricky, especially with this
Looking at this session now, you said you had a test item that you went back on. Yeah, you
Linda 21, job on. Ready?
I was going to ask, what would the run pack for this session be? What are you looking at?
Pace cars leaving.
List as well. What are the main focuses for the team?
Yeah, so I think these conditions.
Green flag, green flag. The leader is a 49.76, 3 wide to feet. Hold your line, clear, still there, clear. 5.792. Be mindful, you only have one set of tires remaining. No expect change conditions. Inside. Stay high. Keep high. Stay high. Keep high. You've got Demic on the right side. You've got Demic on the left side. You've got Demic on the right side. Offside. Still there. Stay low. Keep to the bottom. Keep to the bottom. Outside, 53, 40, 52, 4, the leader did a 54, 45, 65. Outside. Still there. Stay on the bottom. Keep to the bottom. Keep slow. Still there. Keep to the bottom. Keep to the bottom. Keep to the bottom. Still there. Clear outside, inside. Keep on top. Going up now should get it to the finish. Stay high. Keep it on top. Still there. Stay high. on top. Stay high. Keep it on top. Clear inside. 49, 47, 2, 7. Stretching in the tri-oval. 49.571. Braking on the back stretch. You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.1 seconds. That car is a lap down. Outside. Clear.
What are you doing?
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 2.2 seconds. 49.821. The leader is at 49.805.
No reason for that, no reason for that.
Got one outside. Clear outside. 49.798. The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 1.3 seconds. Okay, we're halfway to the finish. Got one outside. Keep slow. Stay on the bottom. Stay on the bottom. Stay on the bottom. Braking on the back stretch. Too wide, you're on the bottom. Stay on the bottom. Keep slow. Still there. stop. It's only 2. Got one outside. Stay low. Still there. Stay on the bottom. Still there. Keep to the bottom. Clear. 50.074. Outside. Stay on the bottom. Clear outside. Got one outside. Still there. Stay low. Keep to the bottom. Stay on the bottom. Still there. Keep to the bottom. Keep to the bottom. Keep low. Keep to the bottom. Keep to the bottom. Still there. Stay low. Keep low. Stay on the bottom. Stay low. Stay on the bottom. Clear at the bottom. Still there. Clear. Still there. Clear. 50, 40, 0, 1, 1. Bringing in the tri-oval. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Bringing in the tri-oval. Line up single file. Left rotor closed. Half stop 19 car. Half stop 19 car. Half stop 22 car. You're dropping a lot of fluids. We have to fix it. We can't fix the damage. I'm afraid it's over. Half stop 13 car.
16 sevenths for both of them in the first sector. Kimi now, it's a very short lap, just has the downhill plunge through turns 9 and 10. Nice wide line so you don't go over the
Catch a
track
break.
limits there. And on the exit of turn 10, dash to the line, quickest by 4/100ths of a second from Oscar Piastri. George Russell in the middle sector has lost a little bit of time, Jamie.
Yep. No, he has. I mean, but he's been a bit down on Kimi. He's missed that